I lost my way, no words to say. Time flies by on my mind. I'm cutting down the wires, feeling kinda tired. I think I lost myself, I think I lost it all.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you have seen by my intro is that I'm going to show you how I created this red glittery smoky eye. And the first thing I always do is of course prime my eyelids. And I'm going to blend the shade Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek all over in my crease. And the brush that I'm using is a blending brush from Makeup Addiction. And I'm just going to sweep my brush back and forth all over my crease. I'm not going to be super precise with this shade because it's super light for my skin color, so I can't really go wrong with this shade. But just make sure that it's quite visible, so go back a few times with the shade. So now I'm going in with my Morphe 35B eye palette and I'm going to use this red shade. I had this look in mind that I wanted to create. And this palette was basically the only palette that had a red shade like this. So I'm sorry that I used this palette again. In my previous video I received a few comments on like use something different than Morphe, so I'm kind of sorry about this, but I really needed a red shade for this look. So I'm using that same brush and I'm just going to blend this all over the crease. And since it's quite a heavy shade color, I started with applying not that much product on my brush. I just tried to softly build it up. And then later on I tried to build it up as much as possible because I really wanted this eye look to be super red. And it can be quite hard because it turns to coral quite quickly. So yeah, hopefully this is red enough for you. I think this is the most red I can get it. So now I'm going to use the white shade from the palette and I'm going to use a little bit of this in my inner corner. And also applying this slightly on the beginning of my eyelid to create a sort of transition for the other shades that I will apply later on. And also I'm going to apply a little bit underneath my brow bone. I just really like to use white shades underneath the brow. And also this looks super nice if you like apply it a little bit lower towards your crease. It just looks super well blended out or something. So now I'm going to use this OPV Gorgeous 2 palette, that's the name. And I'm going to use this red shimmery shade. So I hate it whenever I create a video that I need to use several palettes. Because if you want to like recreate this and purchase some products, it's so hard to like, you need to buy that palette and that palette. It's just annoying, you know. But this was the only palette that had like a red shimmery shade, so yeah, I'm sorry again. But yeah, I'm just applying this all over my eyelid using my MAC 242 brush. It's not like a super shimmery shade, unfortunately. But I did make my brush wet to give it like a soft sheen. So now I'm going back in with my Makeup Addiction brush and I'm just going to blend my edges to make sure that everything is well blended out. Now I'm going in with my Melt Cosmetics Lovesick eyeshadow and I'm going to press a little bit of this product in my outer V and then I'm going to blend this more in my crease. I felt like it was looking a little bit boring or something, so I wanted to darken up my outer V slightly just to give it that little extra. So now for my next step, I'm going in with this red glitter from the brand RXI. And I'm going to apply this using my MAC Mixing Medium Gel. And what I basically do is first apply the Mixing Medium Gel on my brush, which is the MAC 242. And then I dip my brush into the glitter and I press it on my eyelid. And I always like to use glitter on top of a super shimmery eye look. I just feel like the glitters fade perfectly into the shimmery shade. But since this isn't really a super shimmery red eyeshadow, which I have applied all over the eyelid, I feel like I need to be super careful by not applying this glitter too harsh. I have had this problem in the past and I didn't want it to happen again. So I try to apply as less product as possible at the beginning and build it up to avoid that this was going to happen again. and I think it turned out pretty well. It doesn't look as harsh as in one of my previous videos, which was also like a red burgundy smoky glitter eye. So now I'm going in with my Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner, and I'm using my winged liner brush from Sigma, and I'm going to apply a straight line above my lash line. And whenever I go for like a glitter eye look, I always use two different eyeliners. So first I go in with a gel eyeliner, and then on top of that I'm going in with a liquid liner, and I'm using the NYC liquid liner. And I'm just going to apply it straight on top of it to make it look extra black, to make sure that you won't see any glitters and that there's no skin in between your liner, if that makes sense. I don't only do this in my glitter eye makeup looks, I also use this technique like in most of my videos because I feel like it gives a sort of extra dimension. Also, I have read in a internet page, I'm not sure what the name was, but it was like an article about Makeup by Mario, and I saw that he also, when he does eyeliner, he uses multiple products to like build layers. So I think it kind of makes sense, because when I use gel eyeliner and I apply liquid on top, it just gives a different look. So if you have never tried it, try it out and let me know in one of my comments on my videos if you like it, because I really notice a difference and I just want to keep doing this because it just makes it look extra black. I really like it. I believe Mario even does 3 layers, so he starts with pencil, then I guess he does gel and then liquid, I'm not sure. I think that's a little bit dramatic, but I just feel like 2 layers is enough. So now I'm creating my wing and doing the same thing. I'm also going to apply that liquid liner on top of that. And when I create my cat wing, I'm never really worried about like the downside of my cat wing, if it doesn't look neat or something, because I know I will clean it up with concealer anyway, so it will look better. It will look better after applying concealer. So I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and I'm going to apply this like straight underneath that cat wing to clean up all the mistakes, and also you can see a little bit of that red eyeshadow underneath that wing, and I just want it to look super clean and yeah, just like a cat eye. I don't really know. And also what I noticed creating this eye look, red eyeshadow is a pain in the ass to get off your eyeshadow. So I had a lot of fallout during creating this eye look, and it fell down on my concealer underneath my eye, and it was almost impossible to get rid of it. So at the end of the video you will still see like a sort of red blur underneath my eyes. Super annoying. So now for my waterline, I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs Blacker Highliner pencil. My current favorite pencil. It's super pigmented and it stays pretty well in place. It's quite expensive though, but it's a really nice product. So now for underneath my lash line, I'm going in with this black shade from the Morphe 35B palette. And I'm using a super tiny brush, which I believe is by Morphe. I'm not sure what the name is. The name has faded because I've used this brush so often, but I guess it's like their smallest brush which they have. And I'm just going to apply this black shade right underneath where I placed the black liner, and also slightly on top of my waterline to really connect my waterline with the black shade underneath it to make it look extra smoky. So now for underneath that, I'm going back in with that red shade from the Morphe palette. And I'm going to apply this like straight underneath the black line. So I basically want to use this red shade to blend out the black. And this is maybe going to sound super stupid, but every time I do my lower lash line with makeup, I never really know how to explain what I'm doing. I guess I don't know the English words or something. But yeah, now I'm using my Morphe M506 brush to blend everything together. And for my lashes, I use the Anytude Weary Lashes. Anytude is my own lash company. I have a special discount code for you guys in my description bar. And yeah, this is already the end of the video. I really hope you enjoy watching. This is one of my like red dream eye makeup looks. It came out exactly the way I wanted it to be. So I'm so happy that I just did it because in one of my previous videos I also tried to create this, but it turned out so different. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!
You know I've